Hey everyone, I'm going to do a video today on Jamberry Juniors and how I apply them to my daughter's nails. This is Brooklyn. Can you say hi?
Hi.
And we're going to put these Jamberry Juniors on her nails today. And I basically do it the same way I do mine. There's just a couple things I do differently. And I wanted to do a video just on Jamberry Juniors because I've had some people ask me questions on how to get them to stay. They're coming off in a couple days on their little girl's fingers, so I wanted to kind of give some tips on that and how to make them stay very good. Nail prep is exactly the same. Make sure they wash their hands really good with dish soap, Dawn or something like that to make sure their hands are really dry, or use Germex or something. Make sure their hands are dry and oil free. Do that first, and then you're going to want to push their cuticles back. One great thing about, or to have for little girls is cuticle remover, because little girls tend to have pretty bad cuticles, and that really gets rid of all that cuticle on the nail, so the wraps will stick better. I have already done that. I've already pushed our cuticles back. They are ready to go. And then, just like with your nails, you're going to want to dry their nails out with either acetone alcohol or fingernail polish remover, something like that. And make sure, and I usually spend more time on her nails on this part than I do on mine, just to make sure they're really good and dried out. Make sure I get every part of those nails so there's no oil on the nails whatsoever. Alright. And then, yeah, I have my sunglasses on. And then you are ready to go. Her nails have been prepped. Just going to make sure they're all dry. And then the next part is basically the same as far as applying the wrap. Now, if you have really little girls, you might want to go ahead and already have them cut to size. There's a really cool trick on how to cut them to size, really simple and quick. I'll do a video on that later on, so you can learn how to do that. But you're going to want to get it and cut it. One thing different, when I do mine, in the video before, I used an orange stick, and I lifted it up and cut it, and then I would actually use my finger to apply it, just not touching the part that's going to touch my nail. I don't do that on hers because the wrap is so small, because she has tiny fingernails, and my fingers are bigger, and so I'm afraid I'm going to touch the part that's going to touch her nail, and it's not going to stick as good. So I use tweezers, and I never touch the wrap whatsoever with my fingers. Okay. So the first thing we're going to want to do is cut a little bit off. I'm going to lift it up. I'm going to do this down here. I'm going to cut it. Cut off what I need. I'm cutting the wrap, baby. Cut off what I need. Okay, so I've got it right here. Like I said, I do the tweezers, so I never touch. And see right here, when I picked it up, I've got the end of it. You can see this. I'm holding the end of it, the part that's going to go around her cuticle. Well, that's going to be hard to apply like that. So I kind of stick it back down and grab it at the top corner. If I can get it here.
Mama, dear, will look pretty on my nails.
They are going to look pretty on your nails. See, I grabbed it on the top corner, so that's going to make it a lot easier to apply. And then, just like before, we're going to heat it up. And like I said, I'm using my Jamberry mini heater. You can use your hair dryer if that's what you want to use. Any kind of heat source. And we're just going to heat it up real good until it starts bending. You see how it's bending and getting flimsy like that? That's how you know it's ready. And then I'm going to apply it with the tweezers. See that? Okay. Just going to stick it in. Now, on my other video, I showed you that I did the pull and stretch method on my own nails. I do this to her too, because I think it works best. If I can get it down here. See? I put it on, but it's just like barely on there. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to hold it like this, and I'm going to get the tip and I'm going to pull and flatten it out as I go.
When you cut it, right?
Yeah, I'm fixing to cut it. Oops, turn it this way. Now it is applied, and there's no wrinkles or anything in it, and there is quite a bit hanging off the edge, so I'm just going to cut a little bit off. And then I'm also going to do the baggy method on her, just like I do on myself. This is especially good for little girls to seal the tips. And one thing, I actually cut her fingernails yesterday, which I wish I wouldn't have done, because what I normally do is cut her nails after I apply the wrap, so I really don't even have to file them. I just cut the wrap off with the fingernail, and that's what I normally do, and that works really good. That works really good for little girls, so you don't have to file their nails. Okay, I've got the baggie around it, and I'm just going to heat it up.
Just don't hurt as bad as the other one.
Okay. Another thing I do on her while I still have the baggie on there, this is a rice bag. All it is regular rice, not the minute rice, just regular rice. You can use a sock. You can get some fabric and sew it up like this one. Any kind of rice bag. Heat it up like in the microwave or something. Or you can just stick it. I do that and then I stick it in the heater for just a few seconds to get it hot. And then while the baggie's still around the nail, I just hold it on there and apply direct heat. Now, it's not hot. This is not hot at all. It's just warm, so it's not going to burn them.
It don't feel warm, Mama.
No, it's not hot, is it?
No.
No. Okay, and I just do that just to give it some more direct heat with the bag when the baggie's on there. Okay, so it's on there, and now I'm not going to let it cool very long just for time's sake for the video, but you're going to want to make sure this cools off completely before you file it. And like I said, I normally just clip them. I rarely file her nails after I put her wraps on. I just clip the nail off, but I clipped her nails yesterday, so I can't do that. And then you just file the end off.
That tickles.
That tickles.
Lucky Ray.
Thank you, baby. And there you go. Can you show it to him? Pretty leopard thumb. Cute, cute. And that is all. That's how I apply her wraps. Usually doesn't take us very long at all. We've done them enough to where I know which wrap fits on which finger. So that'll come easier. And if you have to size them, I would go ahead and size them all beforehand, cut them all out beforehand, and then apply them all at one time. That's going to save you some time. But that's how we do it. And now we're going to go finish doing all her fingers and make them all pretty. See you later.